Hello, this is going to be a personal update. A personal update about a thing that I have talked only a little bit on social media. I have shared it on X and Facebook and Instagram, and something like a few tens of thousands of people have had the chance to read this, but I haven't really talked much into detail and not on video. So this is the first time on this channel with 10 subscribers. We'll see how many people watch it and learn more about this thing. And this thing is that I am writing a book about the first 10 years of our nomadic lifestyle. Yes, even though our channel on YouTube has only 10 subscribers, the Nomad world, we have been doing this thing since 2013, so at the moment it's 11 years of nomadic lifestyle, digital nomad lifestyle, full-time travelers lifestyle. And in this video I want to talk about two things. First, I want to talk about why I am reading this book, which by the way is almost finished. I'm planning to finish this book in 1 or 2 months, so the summer of 2024 most likely. And the second thing is I want to talk about what's in there, what's in that book, what you can expect of this book about the first 10 years of our digital nomad lifestyle. First, why I am writing this book. You see, people always tell you, go for experiences, go for travel, don't buy things because experiences last and these memories are forever, but things aren't. Let me tell you a secret. Memories also don't last. Yes, I thought about this thing now today, and I thought about the things that I had when we started this journey in 2013. Yes, most of the things have gone. Do I have it here? No. The only electronic thing that I still have is Una's old Kindle. I'm still using it. I'm still reading books on that 10 years, 11 years old Kindle. Phones have changed, laptops have changed, clothes have changed. Everything has changed in these years, but memories also fade. Memories are also going away, and that's why I wanted to write these things down. Now, after the first 10 years of this lifestyle, after living for 10 years this way, I thought it's a big number, and lots of things have happened, lots of things have been experienced, we have had lots of cool and also challenging stories that I thought may inspire you to also go after something similar, because I think that's really cool what you can do if you really put your mind to it. Travel lifestyle is possible for much more people that are actually doing this thing. It doesn't require that much money as you most likely expect. It doesn't require any experience actually. When we started traveling, we had like zero experience. We went to the airport and asked like, what do you do at the airport? Yeah, that's exactly what we did just a year before starting nomadic lifestyle. Back then we had zero experience. It was in 2012. We went to the airport, we had tickets, and we are like, we have tickets, what do we do now? You don't need experience. And yeah, so why? First of all, because memories fade, and I wanted to write down some of the highlights, some of the best memories about the best moments and the best experiences that we have had during these years for us to remember, and also to show other people who may be aspiring digital nomads, may be aspiring travelers, and to inspire you guys to go after your dreams, because that's crazy how much you can do just in 10 years. You can do like crazy, a lot of fun, interesting, challenging, memorable things also in a year or 2 years, but in 10 years, that's crazy. Yeah, that's why I'm writing the book. And already now I know that this book is going to have, most likely, is going to have 56 stories in it, because the way I'm writing this book is I had no experience with it. I had no experience writing this long text. So I thought, how do you make it simpler? I came up with an idea. So book about 10 years. What if I split it into 10 big sections? Like first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year, 8th, 9th, 10th. And what if I share some of the most memorable, fun, interesting, challenging stories from each of these years? And that's exactly what I have done. I'm 11 stories from the end, from the finishing this task. It seems very interesting, and I'm feeling that this is going to give exactly what I wanted to give, to show you that yeah, it can start slow, yeah, you can have like lots of challenges, yeah, you may have to go through lots of uncertainty and things that you just don't know how to deal with, but it's getting more interesting, it's getting better, and even in the worst case scenario, even if you give up after a year or 2 or 3 years and decide or understand that this thing is not for you, even in that case, it's just such a fun and interesting and life-changing experience. That's what I'm feeling like I'm gonna give you with this book, and I hope it's so. And now the second thing that I wanted to talk in this video, now let me open my book and share with you a few of the titles of these stories and give you a quick comments on these stories about the things that we have experienced. So the book starts in 2013 when we went on our very first long-term trip. We had no idea that this first long-term trip is gonna end up to be an 11-year journey which still continues. We thought we are going to do something in India and hopefully somewhere else and then come back, and who knows what's gonna happen next, but it ended up so that the first trip it started, and this whole long journey has never ended. Up until today it has never ended, and the first thing that we did during this long journey of becoming full-time travelers is we went to India. We went to India to travel with bicycles all across India. The plan was to cycle around, but then I don't remember exactly, maybe I have written it down, but something like a day or two before going to India, we opened the map and looked up on the distances and realized like, ouch, it's impossible to cycle all the way across India, because in 5 months that we had, because the visa was 5 months, not 6 but 5, because the duration started from the day when you received it. Stupid, but that's exactly how it was. And so we ended up going to India anyways and cycling across India, 5,000 something kilometers. That was the first trip that we did during this long journey. I am sharing a few stories from that trip. It was quite an experience, and one of the things that we ended up doing is just randomly on a road asking a guy, hey, are you living in that next town? He said yes. And I'm like, can we stay at your place? And he's like, I need to call my mom. He calls his mom and tells us, yes, follow us. We followed this guy and a few other guys on motorbikes into wilderness somewhere in India. That was interesting. Sir, your passport is not good. Imagine doing something like this, traveling across a country that you don't know, having like almost zero travel experience, and waking up one morning and realizing that your internet is not working. My internet wasn't working, Una's internet wasn't working, my brother was cycling with us and his internet wasn't working, and we are somewhere, we don't know where exactly, like some town somewhere, and internet is not working, and we are going to the next town. We find that town, that city, and we go to the shop, and we want to find out what is the problem with the internet, and they cannot help us. We go to buy a new SIM card, and we are receiving this reply from the employee of Vodafone: "Sir, your passport is no good." So no internet? It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. Or this title, this story: arriving in the future with a broken arm, broken bicycle, and a smile on the face. Yes, something like this also happened. Or day in the life of a frozen chicken drumstick master. From the times when we worked in the Netherlands in a meat factory, because we wanted to make it happen, because we wanted to make this full-time travel life happen, and we were ready to do whatever it takes. Or step-by-step guide on how to buy, crash, and sell a motorbike in Cambodia. You are going to find it in this book. Everest, here we come, in jeans and with no shoes. Can you go hiking to Everest with no shoes? No. Well, yes, you can, but it's gonna be miserable. That's what we realized, and that's why before going to the country of Nepal to do a 3-week hiking experience, alone, solo, with no guides, no porters, and with no experience, we bought shoes. We went to Malaysia and bought shoes. That's what you do. See you in Siberia. Living with rock stars in Portugal. This is a scorpion. Don't step on it. They live here in our jungle. Yeah, don't step on scorpions. It's no fun. We will walk across Estonia. That's the plan that we had. Turned out that it's not that easy. Turned out that we hate camping. The airport is closed. There was a volcano eruption. Fun times in Bali. No ATM, no money exchange, no SIM card shops. Welcome to one great city in India. Well, imagine arriving to a city, a new city that you don't know at all. It's midnight. You have no cash because you cannot, I think you cannot even get Indian rupees outside of India. You arrive to country, you have no cash, it's midnight, and you are like, I'll go to the ATM and take out money. There are no ATMs in that city. You think, I'll go to currency exchange and exchange some money. There are no currency exchange. Fun arrival at midnight. Or about going to Bali from Latvia, via the Netherlands, Bulgaria, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and the Philippines. Why? Because that was cheap. Yeah, if you want to travel cheap, you sometimes do some fun things. I spent a month living in a capsule. Nice memories, actually. I had a dream to spend a long period of time living in a capsule. I thought that I'm gonna fulfill this dream in Japan. I thought I'm gonna go to Tokyo, we are gonna go to Tokyo and live in a capsule hotel. But it ended up to be a completely different story, and ending up in that city because I needed a doctor in a different country, and then flying to that country, finding that hotel, and then deciding to stay at first for a day or two, and then the things were taking longer, and deciding to spend the full months in that country living in a capsule. Actually, super interesting experience. Singapore with no tourists. 2020. March of 2020. Interesting time to travel. I don't think that you will have such an experience. I don't know. While most of these stories that we have gone through, these are things that you also may experience if you are going after this, if you are going to live a life of a full-time traveler. Experiencing Singapore with no tourists or surreal Nusa Penida island experience. This is something that I cannot promise you. Nusa Penida experience. Wow, 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 wow. You see, there was a pandemic during which we decided that we are going to stay in Bali, that we are not going to come back to Latvia. We took that risk, and what a reward we got. We got to see the extremely popular island of Nusa Penida right next to Bali with zero tourists. Imagine going to a super touristic place, super beautiful place, and a place that you have been before and seen with thousands of people, and now getting that place all to yourself. Or imagine you are on a bus in Mexico traveling across the country, and you are like, maybe it's possible to go on a hot air balloon or some other kind of flying experience in Mexico City. You Google, you find out that it's possible, you send a message, a WhatsApp message to someone, and they're like, yeah, sure, come tomorrow 7 o'clock. You jump on a taxi the next morning and off you go on a hot air balloon. This is, or one more, or maybe two more. Can we go to the Tajikistan after tomorrow? I don't know. Let's ask someone. Can we go to the Tajikistan after tomorrow? We were on a taxi that time, and then a friend of ours was like, Kaspers, what do you think? Can we go to Tajikistan tomorrow? It looks like it's not too far away from here. And I'm like, I don't know, do we need a visa for Tajikistan? I Google, no, we don't need a visa. Next question to the driver of our taxi. It was midnight, by the way. Can we go to the city of Khujand? He's like, yeah, sure, you can go to the city of Khujand. Just go to that bus station, buy a bus ticket, and there is a daily bus to Khujand, Tajikistan. 34 hours later, we are on that bus going to that country we had never thought of traveling to. Oh yeah. Yes, I'm going to the Karakoram highway. I'll just buy socks first. Yes, same like with the mountains in Nepal and the Everest. Also, if you're traveling to to Pakistan, to the mountains of Pakistan, in the north of Pakistan, I can highly recommend you to buy socks. It's cold. It's cold there. It's cold there. It's also cold if you are sleeping in a park in Singapore. That's the kind of stories that you can expect of this book. Hopefully this summer of 2024. That's it for today. Until next week. Bye.